What is going on, you guys? Pablo here, and welcome to day one of our 100K sprint. Now, if you're here, it means that you're probably excited and a little bit curious as to what the heck this all is, how it all works, and how we're going to make it happen. So, first and foremost, thank you so much for being here. This is all going to be in the bloopers. It's fine. It's fine. This is all just good content. I'm losing my mind before we even get started. What's going on, you guys? Pablo here. Welcome to day one of our 100K sprint. Now, if you're here, it means that you're a little bit curious, or you're probably watching back, have seen later iterations of this, and you're wondering where it all started. Well, welcome. I don't claim to have it all figured out, and this is going to be a learning process as much as it is for me, as much as it is for you. Very early on in my career, I noticed that there was really two types of agents in our industry. And the first are those agents who always seem to be accomplishing, they grow their business year over year, they're featured on panels, they're asked to be interviewed, and these are the ones whose signs you see everywhere in your local area. And then there's the other 80% of real estate agents. And these are the agents that may have a pretty good business, but seem to feel like they're running the same 6 months year after year after year. And I know what it's like to feel trapped. I know what it's like to be in that cycle because I've been that agent. As much as I've been the agent that's been interviewed, that sat on panels, I've also gone through those periods in my career where nobody wanted to ask me anything because I wasn't achieving anything. So I've taken everything I've learned and I boiled it down into this 100-day program. And this is designed to help you not have to continue to live the same 6 months over and over again. We're 6 months into the year. It's June right now. You have 6 months still to really make an impact in your business. And you don't have to wait. You don't need permission. You don't need for 2026 to get here, to get going. We can start this today. So enough yapping, Pablo. Let's just get started. Now, this is our homepage. Everything I've built out is designed to make it mathematically impossible for you to fail. So I'm going to take you guys through the registration process, how it all works, and all of that fun stuff. So here's our landing page. You click on Get Started Now, sign up, create account, and then you get to choose your username. 100K sprint master. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up. Or revealing my password to you guys. Beautiful. Save password. All right, so very first thing you're going to notice when you log in for the very first time is going to take you to this tutorial page. And it's going to walk you through, okay, your business blueprint. We're going to go and analyze your activities. Where are you? We're going to meet you where you're at, and then we're going to help level you up consistently so that at the end of the 100 days, you're hitting your top priorities of a real estate agent on a consistent basis. And if you're wondering what those are, lead generation, lead follow-up, going on appointments, negotiating contracts, role play, and practice. So I've built all of that stuff into this platform, and it's really, really cool. So we're going to go through what happens next. We're going to go through your current habits, the financial blueprint, life assessments, and then set up your daily habits. So you're going to click on Start Your Goal Setup. When you're going through this exercise, if you're not doing it alongside a coach, be as honest as possible, because this program will only really work if you're honest. So if you're not making 50 contacts a day, 50 calls a day, don't say that you're making 50 calls a day. Right now I'm probably making, let's be honest, Pablo, I'm probably making around 13 calls a day, probably about 3 or 4 follow-ups, 2 appointments a week is what I'm going on, and then Once I'm at the appointment, I would say like 50% of people decide to sign with me. I won't say that 100% things sell. I'm leaving a little bit of room for error. Let's go through this. Average sales price, my average sales price is 1.5 million. So we're gonna put that in. 1.5 million. Commission rate, I like to, again, err on the side of being a little bit more conservative. So let's put in 2.3. I do have a team split. My annual cap. All right. So right here, you can see it goes ahead and it spits out a blueprint for you. And it spits out 3 different blueprints with different plans. So you can see the achiever path is going to get you to your goal. 100K minimum in the 100 days. That's what this is designed for. Overachiever path is going to get you a little bit higher. And then the beast mode path is going to give you what your business could look like if you really went all in, right? And you decide, hey, I'm going to go beast mode on this. Let's go crazy. Now, let me show you. If, let's say I have a little bit of a higher commission rate, but I'm in a market that, you know, maybe my average sales price is not 1.5 million. Let's say it's 350,000. Well, now I'm going to need to do 12 deals to get to that 100K. I'm going to need to do 18 deals to get to that 151, and 30 deals, 50%. So even if I'm in a market where my sales price, average sales price is 350,000, if I'm working on developing my conversion rates, we can get there, right? And making 100 grand, your first 100 grand in 100 days is totally doable. We're going to choose, because I need to coach and film and do this, we're going to choose the overachiever path. So I am committing. You guys got it right here. I'm committing to 25 calls a day. So that's twice as many as I'm currently doing. And I'm going to show you guys how, when you choose to commit to something, even if it's something that you're already doing and you just choose to be intentional and put a bigger focus around it, huge results are going to happen. So 5 deals is what I'm projected over the next 100 days. Here we go. Life areas assessment. Now this is really, really cool because this allows you to make this a challenge that affects not just your business, but every other area in your life as well. And the reason why I built it out this way is so that, and the reason why I built it out this way is because I know that nothing exists in a vacuum. And what I mean by that is that when you improve one area of your life, that starts to bleed into everything else. Have you ever noticed that when you start with something simple, like let's say a nighttime routine where I'm, doing my skincare, brushing my teeth, making sure that I have my water set up on my nightstand for the next morning, that affects how I show up, right? So the next morning I wake up, I sit up, I chug my water. All of a sudden now I'm like wired to show up a little bit different because of that one small change, right? So we call this habit stacking. And if you haven't read the book Atomic Habits, I highly recommend you check it out. I've built it out so that when you're looking at it, you're really supposed to start somewhere between a 1 and a 5. So physical health, I'm going to be very honest, I could probably be a little bit healthier. I can be more consistent with going to the gym. Mental well-being, focus, clarity, stress management, learning. For inner peace, spiritual life, key relationships. I'm going to leave this at a 1, actually, because I want this to be a big focus for me the next 6 months. And so I'm going to leave it at a 1 so that I can really focus on it. Career growth, personal development, that's probably a 5. Client acquisition, market presence, systems, put that at a 3. Now, it's going to take you to the picking your habit page. And what's really cool about this is that all of the habits that I've built into this can be done in as little as 5 to 10 minutes. So there's nothing in here that should be like so overwhelming that you don't do it. And it's so easy that even if you're traveling, even if you got your kiddo with you all day long, you can fit all of these things into it. So let's get right into it. Now you get one chance to shuffle. So if you're looking at this and you're like, man, I don't like any of these things, you can hit the shuffle button. However, you don't get to go back. So if you shuffle, all of these options go away and you get given a different set of options. So you don't get to go back. Looks like I'm eating 3 meals with 20 plus grams of protein. Mental well-being. Track your sleep and make a plan to improve it. I have a toddler that sleeps in my bed, so that's not going to work. Go screen free for the first and last 30 minutes of the day. Write down one reason you're proud of your effort today. I'm going to do that. Spiritual life. Close your eyes and repeat your top 3 goals. Read one paragraph from a spiritual. Avoid social media for the first hour of the day. Ooh. Do you see this? What just happened? How I got itchy? This is probably going to happen to you too. You're going to look at something and you're like, ooh, that one. And then you're going to immediately talk yourself out of it. So that's the one I'm going to pick. I'm going to avoid social media for the first hour of the day. Which means if I wake up at 4 in the morning, I'm not going to scroll. I get to stay off of social media. If I wake up at 7 in the morning, I can't jump on social media. Key relationships. So journal one relationship, how they're doing, and listen. Share a resource with someone who could use it. So this is putting me on a 100-day mission to share a resource with someone. Business development. Offer a free resource to your audience, draft a nurture email, engage meaningfully with 3 people on social media. Yeah. Record and publish a 60-second tip or insight. Perfect. So my goal is to be on camera and showing you guys exactly what I'm doing for the next 100 days. So right here, record and publish a 60-second tip or insight. Every single day I'm going to be doing that. Financial health. Check your balances, track personal and business expenses today. Did your time earn money today? Ooh, I like this prompt. It's almost like I wrote this, right? Great, so once you've set all your goals, this little button lights up and you can click complete setup. If you want to change anything, this is your only chance to, otherwise you're locked in. And the way this works is that this is all AI powered. So as soon as you hit, I'm sure, lock in my goals, AI takes over. AI starts watching how you're doing in relationship to your contacts, in relationship to your habits, and it's going to make recommendations. So you're not going to be alone over the next 100 days. This is going to be a very dynamic process. Ta-da! Yay! Okay. So once you have completed the goal setup, it's going to bring you to your dashboard. And this is what you're going to be seeing on a daily basis. So get really used to this. First thing you're going to notice is you have your contacts, your follow-ups, your appointments, and your practice sessions, right? 5 roles of a real estate agent: lead follow-up, lead generate, lead follow-up, go on appointments, negotiate contracts, and practice and role play. Well, we don't negotiate contracts every day, especially not at first. So I just removed that option. Once you start setting appointments, once you start going on listing appointments, once you start getting things signed, you're going to be having those conversations. So I just eliminated that because once you're in the thick of it, you're going to be doing it anyways. But the things that we can track and the things that we should track are in here, which are your contacts, your follow-ups, your appointments, and how often you're practicing. So you click on this little tile, boop, it flips over. And then you say, hey, I made my 5 contacts up until you get to your 25. Once you get to your 25, you're going to see this turns green. You're going to do the same thing with your follow-ups, your appointments, your practice sessions. I'll take you through that in a second. But this is where you're going to start seeing now in your daily challenges those different areas of life that you chose and the habits that you said that you wanted to focus on. So again, for my job, study one real estate market trend. So when I wake up in the morning, instead of logging into social media, I'm going to study one real estate market trend. Write down one reason you're proud of your effort today. Did your time earn money? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do all of these things. And then as soon as I do that, and I can go to complete today's check-in. And what you'll notice is that there's actually a diary right here. So two of my daily tasks, our daily challenges, are to journal what I'm most proud of today and did my time earn money. So I'm going to put that in here. Today I'm really proud that I started the 100-day journey, and not only that, I'm recording the whole thing. My time was definitely worthwhile today. I'm building something others can and will benefit from. Boom! Confetti everywhere. Woohoo! You can even share your progress on social media. It's cool. You get a little graphic that I still need to work on. But let me take you guys back to this, which is the practice sessions. Now, I've gone ahead and I've built out games, because who doesn't like games? And it's all designed to help you get better at objection handling. So I understand price matters. Are you more concerned with the blank or the blank or your monthly payment? Blank. Are you concerned more with the schools or your monthly payment? Oh, incorrect. I see repairs might feel daunting. If we could negotiate a repair allowance, would you be open to moving forward? Correct. Yay! We just want to wait until next year. Waiting might mean higher interest rates or prices. Wouldn't it be wise to explore your options now? Boom. Correct. I think the market might crash soon. Have you guys heard that? While no one can predict exactly, real estate is typically a long-term investment. Are you looking at short-term gains or long-term stability? Right? And you're going to go through and you're going to answer these questions. We love the home, but it's missing a few things. Got it. If we could explore solutions for those missing features, would this home be a possibility? Oh, but you guys remember that one question I missed? Guess what? It shows up at the end of the round so you can practice it, because you're not done until you practice it and master it. I understand price matters. Are you more concerned with the price or your monthly payment? Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 dun. And of course it freezes because we are live. Because we are live. Because we are live. Because we are live. Let's try the pressure test game. Can you lower your commission? Absolutely not, is what you say. I'm in no rush to sell. What's your ideal timeline and motivation factors? I don't want open houses. We can discuss alternative ways to showcase your home effectively. I want to try selling it fast. Can I share how I help reduce hassle? I need to think about it. Absolutely. What specifically would you like to think over? Maybe I can provide more information. I don't want a sign in my yard. I understand your privacy concerns. Would you be open to alternative marketing strategies that don't involve a sign? Oh, it helps if I click it, huh? Another agent said they could get me more money. Well, maybe you should work with them instead. Just kidding. Let's review what the market data actually shows. I want to wait until the market improves. I understand. Would you like to review current trends together to see if waiting is the best option for your goals? And so you earn XP, You get to level up. You get badges. So here's the thing, you guys. Over the next 100 days, you are going to be seeing what the view looks like from here. So I'm going to be turning the camera around. Wow, that looked a lot better in my head than I thought it would in actuality. Let's see if I can get this right in the back spot. Right there. Great. So over the next 100 days, I'm going to be turning the camera around. You guys are going to be literally clipped. I'm getting a little camera that's going to be clipped right here. And you guys are going to see it all. This includes Saturdays. This includes Sundays, weekends, bank holidays, next 100 days. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for being on this journey. If you want access to the beta app, if you want to join in and break things with me, just comment below and let's get you guys started today. Thanks.